Hello, my name is Christy Taylor, and I am the author of Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith and the founder of Valiant Women. Now, Valiant means being bold, and my ministry's mission is to help women bravely overcome life's difficulties by providing them with battle-ready strategies. And so I am going to be sharing with you some exciting things that are taking place in the Valiant Woman world. And so let's get started. First, I want to give you a little bit of background on how I came about starting Valiant Woman. So let me share my desktop with you. And talk to you a little bit about the old me. So this is Christy. This is me. This is what I used to be well over 7 years ago. I was 276 pounds. I was at my heaviest weight. I hated who I was. I hated who I had become. I was a prisoner in my own skin. I was miserable. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. I was humiliated. I felt like a failure. I was fearful. And I was a victim of my life circumstances. Now, this is the new me. This is the Christy I am today. I love myself. I am confident. I am no longer fearful. I am no longer a victim of my life circumstances. I am a valiant woman. So, these pictures, they show that I have been truly transformed from the inside out. But how, you might ask? I decided to stop relying on my own ability to try to lose weight, to try to be healthy, and I started to rely on God's ability. I firmly believe that my faith is the basis for the success that I have experienced in my life. I say this so that you know up front what has helped me become the valiant woman I am today. So when I was going through my weight loss journey, my life verse was Philippians 4:13, which states, I can do all things through him, through Christ, who gives me strength. I say this again so that you have a better understanding of how I was transformed from being a victim to being valiant. Now, I could spend a good 20 minutes telling you my weight loss story, but I won't. Instead, I will summarize by telling you that after feeling broken, feeling hopeless, and fearful that I would die and leave my 4 kids without a mom and my husband without a wife, that I had to do something. I had tried all the quick fix diet fads, not only to regain weight, but I would regain the feelings of shame, humiliation, embarrassment, regret, and most those feelings of failure. I was at a complete loss of what to do. I thought that maybe I could get gastric bypass surgery, but then when I called to get the insurance to approve, they denied. And God closed that door for me quickly. So that same night after calling the insurance, I was up all night crying out to the Lord, begging for help. I knew that one thing that was missing in my life was my relationship with him. So I decided to get right with God. The next day, I woke up refreshed and renewed, and that's when I started my weight loss journey. I learned how to love myself no matter what the scale says. I learned how to practice and develop self-discipline. I learned that this battle that I have with weight and still have today is so much more due to it's due to so much more than I ever realized. I leaned heavily on God, and He delivered me. Because of Him, I have lost 137 pounds, and I have kept it off for well over 7 years now. I wanted to help other women who are fighting the same battle. So I wrote a program, and it's called Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith, which was published last March. It's had worldwide sales, and I coached hundreds of women through this program. And not only do they lose the weight, but most importantly, they gain a deeper relationship with Christ. And they become valiant women, the valiant woman that God created them to be and always intended for them to be. So I look back over my life and I could see how everything ties together so perfectly. God does such a magnificent job creating our life stories, orchestrating our life stories. I always say how grateful I am for this battle that I have with weight, because if I had not experienced the hardships that come with being morbidly obese, then I would not be able to provide that hope, that program, that encouragement to other women who are fighting the same battle. And so I am truly grateful. I always say there's purpose in the pain that we experience. These battles that I have experienced in my life, they have made me the valiant woman I am today. Valiant means being bold and confident. And being confident means having fearless faith in a creator, knowing that He can get you through the life storms. Valiant people, they understand that most and actually all battles arise in the mind. We all have a choice to live either a languishing life or a flourishing life. And that choice is yours. Fear is the main hindrance that keeps us from moving forward in achieving our goals and stepping out. Fear paralyzes. It makes us disabled, while God, He makes us able. Valiant people understand that they must be fearless. The opposite of fear is love, and God is love. Victims, they let fear drive their lives, while valiant people, they let love drive their lives. Fearlessness also depends on faith. In the Bible, it says, now faith is the confidence of what we hope for and the assurance of what we do not see. We all have fears we are facing. Maybe yours is not the fear of weight. Maybe it's the fear of not living up to someone's expectations, or the fear of losing your job, or the fear of your spouse cheating on you. Most importantly, the one that's common, is the fear of failure. But some even fear succeeding. Whatever fear you are facing, you have got to face it head on, because if you don't, you won't experience living that flourishing life. Valiant people understand their purpose in life, and they trust that God has a plan for it, even if they don't see it. So in today's society, we face battles on many fronts. Weight and food issues, marital problems, parenting struggles, work situations, addictions, divorce, troubled finances, depression, and the list goes on and on and on. But the good news is that you can be trained to be a valiant warrior, and you do not have to fight this battle alone. While God allows some battles to arise in our lives, guess what? He is always there, seeing you through them. He's provided what you need to live a valiant life. And so That is why I created Valiant Woman. And I'm happy to announce the Valiant Woman Battle-Buddies Society app. And I want to show you what the inside of that looks like. So let me take you to another screen to share. So this Valiant Women Battle-Buddies app, it's actually a website too, but you can get it on your smartphone and it's free. And I know that you probably don't trust that, but I'm telling you that the lessons that are in here are free. So let me show you. All of them are free, all of them, but the Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith. That is $9.99 a month. So I want to tell you that up front so you don't get in the app and you see something is not free and then you hold me to that. So I'm telling you everything else is free. There are so many lessons in here that are. They're 10-day lessons. So let me show you here. We have overcoming the fear of failure, beating the battle of busyness, breaking the all or nothing mentality. I'm getting ready to upload a new one, waging the war on self-sabotage. How many of you are constantly being your worst enemy? And so I can't wait to upload that one. So let me take you inside what a lesson looks like. Just a second here. Okay, so when you start, actually I'm going to do something else here. Bear with me. Move my face down here. Move this up. Okay, let's go here instead. Each lesson, as I said, is like 10 days. It's set up as combat maneuvers. Combat maneuvers 1 through 10. So I'm going to click on combat maneuver 1 for overcoming the fear of failure. So you go through and you read it like any other lesson. And then you get down here and it says lessons learned. Let's think about this further. So I have you ponder on the lesson. And then battle buddies start to chime in and they'll start to comment. And it's really that simple. And so I'm encouraging you, I hope that you would sign up for this society. And what is really cool about this, I'm going to show you a few things here. So when you get to the main screen of the Valiant Women Battle-Buddies app, it brings up featured posts, okay, and then it brings up all types of things. So these are some of the members. You can click on a member. You can say hello. It can tell you when you go to members, it can actually tell you which members are closest to you. So like I could click on near you and then I could friend those members. And then I could say hello to them. I could follow them. So there's a lot that goes on within the Battle Buddy Society. And women are just really getting to know one another. It's pretty awesome. So I want to show you what the inside of Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith looks like. So there's also groups. Remember I said that the Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith is $9.99 a month. If you click on it, it will take you inside and it will be mini lessons for the program itself. And the program takes up to 16 weeks to complete. Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith, it is literally a program. It's not a book you just read through really quickly. There is a lot of homework involved. You create your own personalized battle plan. You create SMART goals and drill commands, and then you hold it literally by following the process. It holds you accountable for those plans and those goals that you create. And so I am going to tell you that Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith, it's not a diet. You're not going to buy this program and think that I'm going to be telling you what to eat, or it's not telling you how to exercise. It's about spiritual nourishment and getting faithfully fit. And so a lot of homework involved. And so anyway, this is inside of the Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith troop. There's weekly weigh-ins. Really important is this non-scale victories, because honestly, you need to celebrate your successes that are not tied to the scale. And then there is the combat maneuvers. So I'm going to 1 through 10. So I'm going to click on number 1, which is understand, right? So the aim of this maneuver is for you to understand how the weight battle started, what spiritual warfare is, and who your enemy is. And so I give you reading assignments, and I direct you to the book. If you don't have the book, you should get the book to be a part of this program. Tells you what pages to read, and then it highlights some high-level overviews for that combat maneuver, as you can see here. And then we get into lessons learned again and training stop, right? And then you get down here and you think about some of the questions that I ask, and then you would comment below. So that is how Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith is set up within the app. And so I'm really, really, really excited about this. And so I wanted to share that with you. I think that you'll find it very, very, very helpful for those of you that have bought the program and want to be a part of the Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith troop. You'll be able to be with your other battle buddies who are fighting that same weight battle as you. So I will leave the link for the app that is free in the comments below or within this post. And I will also post a link to how you can sign up for the premium group. And let's see, what else can I tell you? I'm about Valiant Women. I am very, very, very excited about the retreat that takes place July 16th through the 20th in Buena Vista, Colorado. We have a few spots left. If you are interested in signing up, make sure to message me. The theme for that week's retreat is Flourishing with Fearless Faith. And so I highly encourage you to pray about it and to sign up if you're interested. And one more thing, know this. Know that you are loved. Know that you are here for a purpose. Know that God loves you. And have a fabulous week. God bless.